welcome to a special edition of NBA 2K TV.
We hope you're enjoying summer as much as we are. Between events and the new game, we have been so...
And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Yeah, well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's Lopez. Mitchell wide open. From outside off the mark. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And here is Lopez following the three from Johnston. Count the basket.
You know, good example of strength and control there by Lopez. He took some contact on that one.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Cunningham laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Tipped away and stolen by MP. Here's Diallo. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
You're right, GA, they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They've nailed just about every one of their selections.
Now, here's Mitchell. Passes it to Okoro. Cleveland moving it around. 5 to shoot. And Cleveland with another turnover here.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the dunk by MP.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
MP's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Mitchell outside. Pass to Okoro. Bagley against Mobley. Down low. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Mobley.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
To the middle, here's Johnston, and MP throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, here's Garland. Here's Mobley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Duren. Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley. And Ivy subbed in for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
LeVert the pass to Neto. Here's Osman, guarded by Stewart. Back to Neto. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit. Bagley kicks to MP. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The pass to Diallo. Back to MP. Yes, that goes in. And that's 13 points for MP.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it, and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
They've got MP Diallo out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Duren in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Pistons. 4 on the shot clock. The 3 from Garland. The Cavaliers with a new 14. He gets that one.
Maybe the best aspect of Donovan Mitchell, the rugged, competitive toughness. Get to the window, Donovan. Nicely done.
Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 famed decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
Pass to Diallo. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Lopez. And stolen by MP. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Mitchell outside. Lets it go from 14. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a great rhythm to what Donovan Mitchell does on the floor. Ready in the mid-range game, on the catch, or off the bounce. This guy is just elite offensively.
Now, here's MP. 15 points in the game. Floats it up for MP. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Okoro, wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. MP looking around. The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Duren. Stewart comes in for Bagley. Ivy's checked in for Diallo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Cunningham. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Lopez. Karis LeVert comes in for Okoro. Raul Neto checked in for Mitchell. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Garland. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
So on the floor for Cleveland. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Passes it to Duren. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
90 seconds now into the second half. And it's in there. 18 points for MP.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Garland with the bucket.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
It kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. It's stolen. Here's Diallo. That one doesn't drop. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Inside. Got a hand on it. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. MP right side. Here's Bagley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bagley's got his first points in this one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Now, this is what we've come to expect from Donovan Mitchell, a high-percentage three-point scorer who doesn't miss opportunities like this.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Okoro. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the two.
Duren out there with Bagley. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then it's MP. And it's Joseph in at the point guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Mitchell. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Shot good by Diallo.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
To the paint, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Mitchell passes to Lopez. And, yes, it's good.
Well, that's just big-time playmaking ability from Donovan Mitchell. This guy working the defense to create a shot opportunity.
Joseph against Garland. Johnston draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
For the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley, and it's Burks in for Diallo. Free throw good, MP. Well, you're looking at the MVP race last season between three incredible big men with Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Analyzing that, Doris, what's your big takeaway?
The idea that the big man, the 5 spot in the NBA is obsolete. That argument is over. What impresses me is the skill level of NBA players, particularly manning the center position in the modern age. Highly skilled, can shoot it, can take it off the bounce, and are exceptional passers. Boy, this is fun to watch.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense. And you...
Oh, man. I think you saw tonight what this team is capable of when we